Hi everybody, it's Jen and I am here to show you how to whack a watch apart. Those watches that my friend gave me, I have figured out how to take them apart. Took some doing, but I got it. So I bought this, it's called a precision screwdriver set, and it was $1 at the Dollar Tree. So it was pretty handy. And these aren't the best quality of anything, but really, what do I really need it for? Pretty much just whacking stuff apart, and it's $1, so it works real well. But it's got like the flatheads. It's got in varying sizes, and then Phillips in varying sizes. So what I did was, I took one of the watches, and I figured out through trial and error, see how this is, there's two pieces here. Well, I tried everything under the sun to get these apart, man. I was like trying to hammer it to these little things. And then I figured out on this side where the little windy piece is, that's like the anchor. So I pulled that out with a pair of pliers, and then I stuck a screwdriver in this hole and just popped off the back. So then you wind up with these pieces here. And just a bunch of pieces. And then I just began to pry things apart. Just get in there and pry and pry and pry again. And if at first you don't succeed, pry and pry again. So, and then I used, you know, whatever strength I needed, because some of these things in here are pretty intensely in there. And it was pretty neat to see how the watch works. Like, you could see all the little parts in there that move, and there's a great big spring in there, and so it's very difficult for me to do this because I have this so rigged up, this camera, you wouldn't even believe. It's inside of a jar with holding on by a cup, and you know, it's just a mess. So anyway, this is what you get, and all of these pieces will come apart. Once they come apart, look, I got this one apart the same way, and it's got a bunch of different other kind of pieces in it. So this one, I'll tell you, this has a rubber seal on it, and this took forever to get apart. I worried this like a dog worries a bone, man. It took probably 30-40 minutes just to get that apart, and if I am nothing if not tenacious, so it did take a while, and it looks like it's going to take a while to get it apart further. So what you get then when you take all of these things apart is this kind of stuff. So that this piece here turns into all of these little pieces, parts here. All these little cogs and gears and sprockets and all these little doodads and faces and plates and backsplashes and this big coil in there. So, and when this coil came out, it was like, boing! It sounded like a big old spring went shooting across the room. So yeah, just be careful, you know. Careful you don't, like, it doesn't poke you in the eye or whatever. So this is what you get, all these little pieces, parts. So if you find any old watches that you aren't dealing with, you know, Tim Holtz's stuff is a bit bigger, obviously, but, you know, this is the same exact stuff that he's got, only on a smaller scale. So I hope that was helpful, and I know someone had asked at the beginning when I first did the very first video of the stuff that I was given, they asked for me to do this tutorial. So that's what I did. Just gotta work at it. for a little while, longer than you probably would like, but in the end, you get some cool stuff out of the deal. So, and this is the pin. This is the pin that held that whole thing together. That, you know, I just yanked that right out of there with pliers. And I've been painting. I have a project on the go, and I took some time to do it today. So that's, pardon my inky fingers. So there you have it. Have a great day. Hugs and squishes. Bye.